Okay, so I'm Hannah. I live in Stratford in London and I'm doing Live Below the Line this year for Christian Aid. I did the challenge last year, but I'm really excited kind of this year about having the opportunity to talk to people about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, and perhaps firing other people up to get them to kind of embark on the same journey that I am. So today's been a pretty easy day as day one. I popped to the shops and I bought some pitas, some eggs, some pasta and some tomato sauce. So for breakfast I had a pita with a boiled egg, and for lunch and dinner I had pasta with tomato sauce, which isn't a bad day, but I think maybe by Friday might be getting a bit samey. I remember meeting a girl called Amy in Sierra Leone when I went last October with Christian Aid at BAP school, and the conversations we had really made me realise that in developing countries choices are not simple, and often luxuries that we have, like between chocolate bars for example, in like what type of sandwich we want, like the choices that we make every day are not the same like to the choices that they make. They make choices between sending their children to school, whether they're going to have a roof over their heads, whether they'll be able to feed their whole family that day. It's day 3 of my Live Below the Line, and what I'm missing most I think is fruit. I don't know whether it's the sugar in it or just something fresh, as I've been eating a lot of kind of stodgy foods like pitas for breakfast and pasta for lunch and dinner. So it's making me feel rather kind of lethargic and also quite sleepy. I mean, it's 9 PM and I'm already ready for bed. It's been a great week, I think, for getting me to think kind of about how much that I have and how much I take for granted, and I've learnt so much kind of about what I don't actually need, that stuff that's not a necessity, but how much stuff I use in my everyday life that are such luxuries. Sometimes I think we live in a very throwaway society, and it's made me kind of want to be a lot better about kind of just buying what I need rather than perhaps being more indulgent than I necessarily need to be. I'm on my last day of Live Below the Line today, day 5. Had a fried egg and I'm just having my pita now. I've got pasta and tomato sauce again for lunch and for dinner. It's getting a little bit samey now that I've eaten it all week. But I think the point of this week isn't necessarily what you're eating, but about thinking about why you're doing it and the reasons behind it and the message that you're giving to other people of why you're doing it. It really made me think that I'd really like to give a lot more to other people, and also think a lot more when I'm doing my shop about how perhaps by buying like fair trade I can help producers in developing countries. And I think I'm just going to be a lot more careful, you know, in the future of like overspending on luxuries that are really perhaps unnecessary.